Hey guys, so the other day, well actually, it's a lot of times I'll be watching people's work in progress videos, and a couple people right now are dealing with resin kits. I think it was Gunpla. I could be wrong about this because I watch a lot of different people's videos. I think it was Gunpla that he's doing a resin kit right now, or he bought one for a later event. But Vegeta, he just finished up two resin kits, the Sandrock and the Death Scythe. And I really don't understand the appeal of resin kits. And I understand why they're expensive and why, they're so great and everything, but I just don't understand why people prefer resin kits over snap together kits, because the resin costs more. It's not as intricate as regular snap together kits. Like, say for example, if you were to take an average master grade, which is 60, 70 bucks, and compare that to a similar, well, actually, resin kits cost a lot more, so you'd get something that's very similar, but it would be a lot more expensive. And the reason why resin kits cost so much is because resin costs a lot. The material itself costs a lot. And then you've got to make the molds for it. And then you've got more molds for it because all the pieces are molded individually. And then you've got to remake the molds because the molds don't last a long time. You can maybe reuse it 3 times possibly, and each time you use it, it doesn't produce the same quality. So you get that, and then you get the pieces. They've got flash on them. I've seen people handle these resin pieces. They've got flash on them, and it looks like people have just taken a machete at the factory where they make this. It just looks like they've taken a machete and just hacked off all the flash to these pieces. And flash is what basically that is. It's like when you put the two pieces of the mold together, there's goo that squishes out when you pour the resin in. The resin like squishes out, and then there's also that gate where the resin is poured into. That's there, and it looks like they just hacked away at that with, a machete or something, because I've seen some people's pieces that have chunks cut out of the pieces, cuts into them, and if anything, I'll prefer to have flash that is like sticking out of the piece a little bit. That way you can like cut it off yourself and sand it away yourself. But I think that if you're selling a product, first of all, you should take care of it. If you're selling a product which is rare, you should take more care of it. If you're selling a project which is a product which is rare and made out of materials which cost a lot and you can't really reproduce as much as you would like, then you want to take care of it. But I don't understand how people get some of these kits and all the pieces are all just jacked up and they got to repair it. But I do understand the when you take a model kit and you make it so much better than what it was. I understand that, because sometimes I'll take like a really cheap kit and I'll make it really, really nice. I'll add on all the stuff to it, all these extra parts that weren't with it, now and then, kind of like with my tall geese. But I just don't understand why people spend so much extra money for resin when the same kit is, half the price sometimes. But maybe sometimes the resin kits, they don't have that particular model in a snap together kit. That's understandable though. And one thing about resin, I don't understand how because when people put the pins in there, it just doesn't look like it stays in place. I'll see people pull the pins out and stick it back in just to show what it looks like. But wouldn't that just decrease the grip on the pins and they would just fall out over time? I don't really get that. If somebody could explain to me why you prefer resin kits over snap together kits, or why you prefer or just like resin kits in general. Like, say for example, if you bought a resin kit but there's also a snap together kit, why did you choose the resin kit? That's something I'm just interested in knowing. I don't have anything against resin. I would like to try it eventually. It's kind of expensive, and I just don't really get it. And really, that's all for now. Also, I'm going to be making a video later, a review of this guy right here. I finished the Gaffran a couple days ago this week. It was a really fun build, and I'll make a video talking about that once my camera charges. And that's all for now. I'll see you later.